Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me, we back in the house. We got OB doggone check. All right. Now, some people be like, dude, why are you so excited about OBJ, bro? You ain't put a video out in a long time. You excited about OG. That's what got you up out your bed, bro. That's what got you up off the couch to make a video, bro. OBJ. Yes, OBJ got me up out my bed, out of hibernation after the draft to put out a video. Yes, he did. Let me tell you why. All right? Because we're going to the Super Bowl. That's why. We going to the Super Bowl now. All right? Because I got on Twitter and Jalen Ramsey reminded me of something. He told OBJ after the signing. Now, you remember what happened last time, right? You remember what happened last time we was on the same team, right? Rams, 2020 Super Bowl champions. All right? Trying to replicate that in Miami. They trying to replicate that in Miami. All right? Jalen Ramsey, OBJ, same squad. Super Bowl. Straight like that. I don't care what y'all talking about. Now, of course, I'm trolling, right? But I am excited because we finally got that one catch radius weapon guy you can just throw it up to and he can make crazy one-handed catches, right? I mean, Tua's accurate. He ain't got to be that accurate with OBJ. He can just put it wherever, and OBJ, he gonna go get it, right? So he's that type of guy. Speed guy, too. Ran a 4.31 in college. I mean, at the combine. Now, is he that dude? No, right? He's not. But we're not even asking him to be. Right now, he'll probably run a good 4.4 still. That's fast enough. We going to scoff at 4? Are y'all going to scoff? We going to scoff at 4.4? Are we going to scoff at 4.4? You let me know. Is we scoffing at 4.4 now? Is 4.4 still not fast? All right? Because 4.4 is fast, plenty fast in the NFL, if you ask me. All right? Doggone Jarvis Landry ran a 4.7 and was running away from people on punt return. So, hey, we good, right? OBJ is going to come in, going to be the third wide receiver. OBJ, third wide receiver, okay? And if he need to step in, he can step in at number 2 easy. Now, can he be a number 1 still? I don't know, but he could be a good number 2, though. And we don't even need him to be that. We just need him to be number 3? Huh? Oh, my God. This team is going places on offense. Think about this for a second. Tua. No matter how you feel about him, that's the quarterback. Mostert, A-Chan, Wright, who we just picked up in the draft. Tight end, Smythe. Jonnu Smith. Wide receivers, Tyreek Hill, Waddle. Speed, all right? OBJ, more speed, athleticism. And one of the Washington guys is making the team. I don't know if it's going to be Taj or if it's going to be the other Washington. One of the two are making the squad, okay? And it's probably the one that didn't go to USC. I can't remember his first name. Taj is the one that went to USC. The other one, can't remember his first name right now off the top of my head. But it's probably going to be him, all right, that makes the team. And he's fast. Look, on offense, it's a problem now. This is to the people that have a issue with the fact that OBJ is only 6 feet tall. I feel you. I get you. I was with you, right? But who's to say that they didn't bring in Jonnu Smith, who was 6'2", and Fortson, who was like 6'4" or something like that, to be that jump ball guy in the end zone, red zone area, i.e. Gesicki, right? Who's not to say that they didn't bring those guys in and Jonnu Smith could play the slot on third down if he needed to. So, I mean, he's got some speed. So, we got the guys that can handle the jump ball at tight end. Smythe is not that type of guy, but you brought in two guys that can do it out of that position. And then you also have a guy that you had last year in development at tight end that should be another year removed from that and be getting better. Okay, so, and he's like 6'5". So let's relax. Let's calm down. And you have Ezra coming back who's 6'2" from an injury. So relax, calm down. I'm calming down too. Ezra coming back. We got some guys. Okay? We're going to be A-OK. OBJ is on the team now. We're going to the Super Bowl. Everybody can relax. All right? OBJ is our savior. We finally got it. Now, once again, I am definitely trolling. But I do believe that this is a good pickup. So I'm not like saying that it's a bad pickup and that's why I'm trolling. I'm just saying I'm being a little extra. But I'm still excited, right? It's OBJ, and you never know with OBJ. You can see something spectacular on any given Sunday. The way he catches the football and his catch radius is, just go look it up if you don't know who that guy is. And if you don't know who he is, then you must be real young watching my channel right now, which is cool. But you got to know who OBJ is at this point. And if you play Madden, he was on the cover with it. Like, he was on the cover with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was on the cover with it. So, yeah. Oh, we got OBJ. All right, now, some of y'all will probably be like, dude, you never put out your draft a recap video. You right. I'm going to pair it with this because I know this probably get more clicks than that would have got. Yeah, I'm doing that right now. So let's go ahead real quick and talk about this doggone draft. All right. I think I talked about the first pick. I did not talk about 2nd through 7. All right. So we're just going to run through those real quick. All right. So we picked up a tackle in Paul, right? He's a developmental guy, but he's 6'7", 340-some pounds, whatever it was. And the man led up 2 sacks in 1,000 pass attempts in like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I see why they picked him up. Maybe he could be another Armstead for us. We just got to wait to see. Right now, I know he's raw. Like, he's not a polished guy whatsoever. But Austin Jackson was a little raw too. That's what they said about him. He was a first-round pick. And he's panning out now. So let's give Paul some time. Let's find out what he got. All right, let's move on because we don't have a 3rd-round pick. Let's move on to the 4th round where we traded up to draft another Jalen. How about that? Jalen Wright. I just talked about him briefly, but let's really talk about him. I like the pick a lot. All right? I did not like to pick it first, but then I started thinking about chess, not checkers. Let me explain what I'm talking about when it comes to that. You got Jalen Wright. You got A-Chan. You got Mostert. Mostert just signed a new deal. He's probably with us through the end of next year, so we probably got him for 2 more years. We also have A-Chan, who came on really well last year. Might be really good for us again this year if he doesn't have a sophomore slump. And then you have Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright's more of the same, a little bit stockier than A-Chan, so he can handle a little bit more of, even though A-Chan wasn't bad now. A-Chan was not bad. He was making guys miss in the box. I don't know how his small frame was able to do that, but he was breaking through tackles now. Let's not do A-Chan like he was out there being tossed around. Now, he wasn't out there being tossed around, but he is a little more fragile of a guy stature-wise, what he was anyway, until I seen a picture of the man going into the doggone off-season program. I mean, he done got backed up a little bit. But that's besides the point. Jalen is a little bit of a stockier guy, 200-pound guy. But he's not that tall, right? 5'10", I think it was. Around Ricky Williams' height, because Ricky Williams wasn't that tall now. But, I mean, not Ricky Williams' size, because Ricky Williams was like 220, and he still ran a 4.3. So, yeah, he ain't Ricky Williams. But he is a really good running back, hits the hole, fast, 4.38 guy. So we got our other running back, and if he happens to pan out, think about this. Let's say he is a beast for us this year. Let's say Mostert gets hurt and he takes over Achan's spot and he's just a beast and he's a 3-down back because he can pass block and he can do everything for us. Let's imagine that for a second. Guess what? Achan is a hot commodity. Now you can trade him away for a first, or second, or third round pick and get that back, right? Because you traded a third round pick just to move up in the first place. Now you get that back. You get that back. So you're playing chess. They're playing chess because they're like, all right, you can't have too many good running backs because at some point you could trade one away if you need to, right? If they're that good. Now, if he's a bust, then, that's bad. But at this point, you could assume they know how to pick running backs. McDaniel knows what he's looking for in running backs. This is all the way back to the 49ers. He knows what he's looking for in running backs. I'm going to trust his judgment on what he's looking for in running backs. And that he got another good one. People said the same thing about Achan. Yeah, the speed is cool, but is he going to be able to grasp he grasped the offense. He grasped it pretty quick. All right, they gave him the few runs that he could do, and he paid them. All right, the man, he averaged 7.6 yards an attempt, and at one point it was 12. All right, it was ridiculous stuff. So, Achan was fine. I believe Wright is going to be fine as well. Let's move on. All right, 5th round. We end up getting the edge rusher, Mo Kamara. Sorry, I think it's Kamara. Mo Kamara. All right. Look, I like the pickup. I watched him when he was because I was big into Colorado because I'm a Deion Sanders guy, okay? So I was watching all of Colorado's games. I was darn near a Colorado Buff fan. Like, I ain't had no shirt or nothing, but I plan on getting one this year because I plan on watching my Buffs win more games. My Buffs, you see that? All right, and I'm also a Hurricane fan, but whatever. Hurricanes, they ain't that good. Hopefully that changes this year. But I watched him. I watched that game when he was with Colorado State, and he was wrecking up shop. And I'm like, yo, who is this kid, first and foremost? And I'm like, that brought to my attention that Deion Sanders ain't just helping his team out because he helping other teams out because they putting them on ESPN and stuff because they just want to see what'll be made of this Colorado team with Deion Sanders at the helm. And these other schools are balling out. Like, some of these players are getting to be seen where they wouldn't be seen before, and he was one of those guys. Like, he was just wrecking up shop. So I'm like, dude, who is this dude? And that's how I knew about him. When I heard his name, I'm like, I remember that dude because he was wrecking the doggone offense for Colorado. All right, so got him from Colorado State. Good pass rush guy. He has the sack numbers that our first round pick didn't have. He's 6'1", 250, about the same size, same school as Shaq Barrett. So he's going to be able to teach him the ropes, hopefully. And because they're from the same school, maybe that helps them to be best buds at the next level to where, hey, he can help him be his best self. I would love for him to be a really good guy. Shaq Barrett is nothing to scoff at. He's a really good vet. Maybe he could be in that mold, and that'd be great. That'd be great. All right, now let's move on to the 6th round. We got 2 picks in the 6th round. We have Washington. All right, I briefly talked about him. Can't remember his first name right now, but that's besides the point. We got 2 Washingtons anyway. We got him, and then we got Patrick McMorris. All right, that's a safety. So we picked up a safety. That's good. 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. He's a project guy. All right. We got the slot wide receiver in Washington in the 6th round as well. Speed guy, 4'4" guy, really good catch radius, really a strong runner. All right, he runs like a running back, not afraid of contact at all, doesn't mind going across the middle, makes the tough catches, and he catches away from his body. That's my type of wide receiver. All right, yeah, he's a little short, but hey, I mean, they can't all be tall, right? We got us a true slot receiver in that guy. Then you go to the 7th round, last pick. We got us another Washington. This one is from USC. All right. Now, he's not as fast. He's a 4.5 guy, but still enough speed. Caleb Williams really looked to him a lot during the season. He was one of his go-to guys. So he comes in as well. He has a chance to compete in the slot for a spot on the team, and then we'll see what happens. All right. Overall, the whole draft, after giving it some days to mull it over, because at first I'm like, Greer is messing up this draft. And then he kind of cleaned up his act in the last few rounds where he really rallied and you could see the vision, all right, that he wasn't just thinking about now, he was thinking about later on as well. After thinking about it, I give this draft a straight B. All right, ain't gonna be no B minus, ain't gonna be no B plus, nothing like that. Or A or nothing, it's a B. Flat out B for me, because you got your need guys, although you were drafting best player available, but you did get your need guys. The only thing we didn't get was a linebacker, but I'm just assuming that they really believe that the defensive coordinator can turn Tyndall around. That's the only thing I can think of, because the linebacker is still very washy to me. But hey, maybe they're like, dude, Tyndall's gotta either poop or get off the stool, right? At this point, so maybe they're just gonna give him a chance, throw him in there, see what he could do, see what the coordinator could do with him. And I don't got no problem with that, because you can't just be wasting picks like that. You gotta find out what they could do. Put them on the field, find out, right? You gotta give them a chance. So cool, he was a 3rd round pick. Put him out there, find out. All right, let's see. Maybe. You know, like comes on in his 3rd year, maybe. All right, so same thing with cornerback. Man, get no cornerbacks. Hey, Cam Smith, you're up. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. You're a doggone 2nd round pick. We ain't wasting it. Figure it the heck out. So those 2 guys, they're up, and that's that. That is what it is. All right. When you're an early pick like that, you just gotta get thrown into the fire sometimes, and then see if you figure it out or if you burn to death. All right, and then that just is what it is. Let me know how you feel. One about the draft, one about OBJ joining the team. Do you think he makes a difference or not? Now, Super Bowl talk, that's just me being extra. Why not? It's doggone May. Super Bowl ain't for a long time anyway. All right, why not? Play around with it. But let me know how you really feel about that. Let me know how you feel about the draft overall. And go Dolphins, man. You know, season's come back around. The schedule's coming out in a couple weeks. So, hey, more videos from me. That's 1. 2, let's get excited, man. Let's get excited. Now, I'm not happy about Tua still. I need better from him. I'm doing my film study now on the games. I'm watching every game back through to see where this all messed up at. And then, of course, I'll have something for y'all once that all is done in a couple months. But I'll holler at y'all in the next one. You already know what it is. Fins up till we die. I am out.